What's up, geeks and gamers? It's Jeremy coming to you with another video, and today, Bob Iger makes comments on the Marvel Cinematic Universe, and then he also makes comments on the Star Wars universe. And he makes different comments, which to me just proves the point that we've been making over and over again, that one of these universes has been managed properly, and the other has not been managed properly. Here we go. On Star Wars, he says less is more with Star Wars. The Walt Disney Company CEO Bob Iger stands firm on his less is more approach to Star Wars after Disney purchased the George Lucas founded Lucasfilm for $4 billion in 2012, yada, yada, yada. I have publicly said that I think we made and released too many Star Wars films over a short period of time. I have not said that they were disappointing in any way. I have not said that I'm disappointed in their performance. I just think that there's something so special about a Star Wars film, and less is more. That is the biggest load of crap coming from him. Because yes, it's true. There is something special about Star Wars movies. Not now. Not after what Lucasfilm and Kathleen Kennedy have done to it. But whatever. Stupid statement. Now, if you go back to September 2018, Bob Iger takes the blame for Kathleen Kennedy's stupidity. He says, I made the timing decision. As I look back, I think the mistake I made, I take the blame, was a little too much too fast. You can expect some slowdown, but that doesn't mean we're not going to make films, yada, yada, yada. Basically doing Kathleen Kennedy's job for her because she's a terrible leader, she's a front runner, and she's not going to take any responsibility for the failures, but she's right there to take all of the credit for the success. A pathetic example for a leader. Now, also, same website, same day, Marvel movies not in danger of oversaturation, according to Disney CEO. There has been a ton of talk around Marvel Studios this year after they produced a couple of monster films, yada, yada, yada. Marvel is doing sensationally well, Iger offered. The last film they released, Avengers Endgame, was the highest global box office in history of the motion picture business. And their pipeline is very, very rich with new stories, new characters, new adventures, and new superhero exploits. So, not true. Of course, the conversation would have to include the Martins, so the comments about Scorsese and those comments. That's not what this video is about. This video is about the fact that you're saying that Marvel is not oversaturated. You're highlighting the success that they've seen. And you're talking about how there's so many new stories and new characters and new adventures and new superheroes to explore. And that is true. And the reason that is true is because even if I'm not the biggest fan of the MCU on a personal level, you cannot look at it and not appreciate what Kevin Feige has built and the care that has gone into building these characters and developing these characters like Iron Man, like Captain America, like Thor, like Hulk, like Hawkeye, like Black Widow. I mean, there's just so many. The Spider-Man being in the MCU is a huge plus. And regardless if I don't love all of these movies, those characters are prominent. People love those characters. Kids love those characters. Adults love those characters. Everybody loves these characters. Why? Because the Marvel Cinematic Universe has been managed properly by someone that knows what they're doing. You flip over here and you want to say that Star Wars is doing the fatigue garbage. Again, Star Wars when done right. When Star Wars doesn't have identity politics pushed into it and real world politics pushed into it and agenda-driven storytelling, Star Wars would never get fatigue. If you were honoring Star Wars for what it was and what George Lucas built it to be, and if Kathleen Kennedy was doing the thing that she said she would do instead of lying and betraying George Lucas, you wouldn't be in this situation where less is more. You wouldn't be in this situation where you have to take credit for Kathleen Kennedy's failures. But here we are. So thank you, Bob. Thank you for admitting what we all already know, that Lucasfilm has been mismanaged. Kathleen Kennedy is a complete failure as a leader, and the Marvel Cinematic Universe has been managed properly. Now, I'm not looking forward to the next chapter in the Marvel Cinematic Universe based on a lot of the things and a lot of the decisions that I feel are going to be made and a lot of the rumors that we're seeing, but it is what it is. It's still, looking back on the Marvel Cinematic Universe, it is incredibly successful, and you cannot deny that. Star Wars doesn't share the same fate because Star Wars is not being led by someone that cares about Star Wars, that cares about these characters, and cares about this mythology. So, Bob Iger, thank you. I appreciate it. Thank you very much for contradicting yourself and exposing Kathleen Kennedy as the terrible leader she is. You've already done that multiple times, but you continue to do it, and I continue to appreciate it. So it'll be interesting to see how bad Star Wars becomes after The Rise of Skywalker and the excuses that they're going to come up with and all of the nonsense, because you know they're going to come up with excuses if The Rise of Skywalker doesn't perform, at least, again, it's not going to flop. It will not flop. But if it does 900 million, maybe even 1.1 billion, that's a problem, a big problem. I'm not saying it will. I'm just saying that if that happens, massive problem. They're going to blame everything else except for Kathleen Kennedy and the SJW agenda that's been injected into Star Wars since 2012. They're not going to take responsibility because SJWs never take responsibility. They will blame someone else. They will blame toxic fans. They will blame YouTubers. They will blame the Easter Bunny. They'll blame Donald Trump. They'll blame anybody but the people responsible for it. But I will continue to call out their garbage. Thank you guys for checking out this video. Have a great day, and we will talk to you later. Hey everyone, it's Jeremy from geeksandgamers.com, and if you're a fan of Geeks and Gamers, please go to our website, visit our merchandise store. We have t-shirts, hoodies, hats, beanies, tank tops, and in the very near future, we're going to have many more products for you to choose from. So thank you for the support. We appreciate it. You guys have a great day, and we will talk to you later.